Hi, welcome back to Honey Let's Talk on Afrovibes TV. I'm your host, Cami, and I'm here with
Mari.
And thank you so much, Mari, for coming on.
Of course.
Got the pleasure of meeting her, honestly, randomly. I don't even know. It was on Instagram, and I was like, hey, you dance? She's like, you dance? I'm like, yeah, let's together. But do you want to tell them a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so I'm a dancer. I'm from LA, Bay Area, kind of both a little bit. And I've just been dancing since I was like 18 and taking care of my sisters, but moved out here because, just wanted a little fresh start.
Okay, and then do you do dance as a job, or is that more like a hobby right now, or do you take it like
Right
that's your
now,
profession?
it's like a hobby. I'm about to start getting into teaching classes,
Ooh.
beginner heels classes for the girls that want to take class. Hit me
Period.
up.
I'll be going.
Okay. Oh God, no, you can session with me too.
Period.
But yeah, right now, until I start teaching class, it's pretty much a hobby. Before, I was trying to pursue a career and was booking jobs and just in the industry and everything, and it was great, but it's draining.
Yeah, it's very tedious. Girl, I promise I've been there. I know.
So I'm just like, coming out here, the dance industry is not that heavy.
Yeah,
Like,
that's definitely something I
it's
noticed out
definitely
here.
more light, and that also explains why everybody's like, oh, let's go to LA to train and stuff like that.
Yeah, because there's not a lot out here.
Yeah, the accessibility is insane. I really see the difference, but that's why I'm like, that's a good opportunity for me
to branch out. Yeah, because I mean, Houston's such a competitive like city that like everybody's doing the same type of entrepreneurship, but dancing wise, I feel like they don't have that big of a culture out here, whereas LA does, or even up north like New York and stuff like that. I feel like it's just so accessible, and there's like dance communities, where out here it's like you really got to search like to see who be dancing, who don't dance. Like I was here, what, 4 or 5 months before you came out here, and I didn't hear about any dance studios until you came out here and you were like, yeah, girl, I got a list. I'm like, how did you
I searched. I was searching because I'm like, I know that there's also a lot of teachers that were in Dallas that I thought were in Houston.
Oh yeah.
So when I was looking for them, I ended up stumbling upon the other facilities like Sorella, and Offstage. But yeah, girl, that's
okay. So from all of that, like, how has your dancing journey kind of been? Like, how did it start? How has it evolved?
It started hot. Like it was really fun. I was training a lot. Shout out to my trainer, Mosey. He's from the Bay Area. He's great. He actually just performed at the Super Bowl.
Oh wow! Okay.
But I was training under him very heavily, and throughout that, and taking classes with other choreographers and stuff, opportunities just started presenting itself. Like when you're in LA and you're in the midst of other dancers, other choreographers, and they're like, "Oh, I need some dancers for this." It's so networking. Accessible. Yeah. Like if you know people and you're in there, if you're in the room, like I got booked on a music video just by being in the room, just by being like, "Hey, what you doing today?" to the choreographer because we're friends. He was like, "Oh, I'm about to make some choreo. Want to come with me?" I did it. Then the choreographer saw it. He was like, "Oh, I want her to be the lead. I have somebody else, but she already knows it. She looks great."
Period.
So I was like, "Oh, okay. Period."
So did you start at a young age, or kind of?
I started.
Were you a late bloomer?
I started training at 18. I've always wanted to dance. I've never really had like
dance classes and stuff like that.
Not like that growing up. I'm pretty sure I took like one wildebeest class, and that solidified my love for dance. I was like, as soon as I get some money, as soon as I grow up, I'm taking classes because classes now too are like $40.
Yeah, girl.
Master class is $45. I just saw like.
I was blessed to have like dance classes growing up, but as an adult, I seen how much they cost. I was like, girl.
Cheaper than two. They were like $12 at Millennium.
Yeah,
the classes were $12.
So, do you think like out here, even though the community is smaller, like do you think the classes are cheaper and more accessible, or even then with the bigger community, you think they're
kind of around the same price? Because I think the facilities are like 17 to like 25.
That's
for the
not
ones that
bad.
I've seen, and it's kind of the same for LA right now. It's really the master classes. So like, I don't know if you know who Cisco is.
Yeah, I do.
He's a heels teacher. When he teaches his class, I think his class is 30 or 35. So 30
Okay, that's not bad.
to 45, one of those, but it's also a master class. So
Yeah, New York be like
2 hour
75,
workshop.
90.
You lie.
I'm so serious. I think the cheapest New York class I had was like a $45 class.
For just like on the schedule, a regular class, like, or
Like, yeah, it was like one of those like studios where it would only be open, like it was travel, like it wasn't like a studio, like a home based studio. It would only be like different choreographers coming in at random dates, and you just had to catch it while you can, kind of thing.
I see you.
Mm-hmm. So you said it evolved. So like you started off training, and then after you kind of just got opportunities lined up, and you just kept growing from there.
Yeah, just kept going from there. Because once you're in and you're consistently taking class, like you're in LA, the opportunities are going to present themselves. Okay. And I'm not really like a talker. Honestly, if I networked more, I probably would have booked so many more jobs.
Yeah, girl, I felt that.
Like that's also a big thing. I know people
that little introverted, so
girl, I'm saying, like, I sit there and just watch the whole sceneries unfold. I love this. This is great.
And when I first found you on Instagram, I was like stalking your Instagram per usual. Gotta see.
Stalking your Instagram.
Okay, but I saw that you did a tour, right? Were you dancing on a tour?
Yeah, I did the Babies tour.
How was that?
It was great.
How old were you when you did that?
I was 22.
Okay.
2020.
So that wasn't too far behind. Yeah. So how was that experience? Was that your first tour, or?
Yeah, that was my first tour. It was great. It was a wonderful experience. I'll just say that. I learned a lot from it. I learned a lot about, like, even with boundaries, because when you're not a dancer, you don't really know what goes into it. Mm-hmm. I also ended up injuring myself mid-tour, so I missed like 2 shows. Damn. With my freaking knee. Oh. But other than
a lot of discipline, I figure, right?
Yeah. Because, girl, the way I wanted to get up, I could not put no pressure on it. I'm like, it's okay. Just miss out.
How often did you guys have to practice?
Pretty much every night. We had like 2 nights because we had shows every other night, if not back to back.
Mm-hmm. And it'd just be the same choreo.
Same choreo, same songs. Well, honestly, he would switch it up. Yeah, Baby switches it up sometimes last minute. Sometimes he won't do one song, and it's in a place of a different song, and he'll just play it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that's cool though. I feel like that's a good experience to have. Yeah, very spontaneous.
Yeah, I'm
just traveling around.
Yeah, I went to like different states I've never been before.
That's another thing. Yeah, that's cool too.
That's New York.
Okay. Period.
We went out.
Was it cold?
Girl, yes.
You went in the winter?
It was like fall, winter.
No, yeah, girl, it's still cold over there. Yeah. It's never not cold over there. I think they're cold for the majority of the year, like probably 30 days out of the year that they're not cold. But So another thing relating to dance, like, what's your favorite dance style? Ever since you learned to dance, like, what do you think your favorite dance style is? Or did you kind of just grow up with one kind of style? Since you said you didn't grow up in dance classes and stuff, like.
Honestly, I'm really into heels right now, but my heart stays with hip hop.
Okay, yeah.
Just because at the end of the day, there's so many more ways that you can go with the movement in hip hop versus heels. And it's not like an easier outlet to express, but that's also like where the base of my foundation is. So it's like, I will always say that hip hop is great.
Okay, so you say you have your little heels phase right now?
Yeah.
How do you feel about, I feel like we've talked about this before, but I know I brought it up in conversation recently. Like, how do you feel about like the heels dance kind of like also evolving in a way? Because now I feel like it's way more like sexually intensified, where before it was more like a, let me see your 1-2 step. Like now it's like,
yeah, now it's coochie in the camera.
Yeah, split open.
Yeah, it's very, I mean, we definitely talked about this. Yeah. Honestly, I like it, but at the same time, because, women, positivity, body positivity, and all of that. But at the same time, it's like we the way that it's evolving, we're leaving very little room for the imagination.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things. But I mean, to each their own, because there's also a lot of choreographers that stay true to their foundation.
That is
choreograph the way that, like, you know, heels dance has always been choreographed, but there's always like different ways to dance
it and express yourself.
So it's not like, oh, if you're not doing this way, it's wrong. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. I'm gonna stay dancing the way I feel comfortable doing so. And also, like, if I want to take a class, we busting it wide open, shoot.
That's what I'm about to do for that day. Like, I worry about the consequences tomorrow after I feel what I have to feel.
So I have to post it. Like,
right.
That was for me.
So, like, in the dance world, we saw how, like, you adjusted into the new environment. Like, outside of dance, like, how was it transitioning from LA to Houston?
It was great. Honestly, it was a breath of fresh air.
Yeah. Was that kind of the reason why you moved out here? Like, what was really the reason?
The reason was I needed to breathe.
Yeah.
LA is very suffocating sometimes. And coming out here after everything that, like, I was going through at that time last year, this time, it was just something I was like, you know what? Let's do it. In my heart, I feel like I should do it. In my spirit, I feel like I should do it. I've been
everything
planning.
Was aligning.
Everything was like aligning. It was just like one thing that wasn't aligning, and I'm like, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta take the risk and go.
YOLO.
And I am so happy I did, because even with the things that I'm going through out here, like, it doesn't even measure up to how I was feeling out there. It's literally a breath of fresh air out here.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that.
Can't wait to do more and stuff.
What about cultural differences? What do you...
Shoot, at least if a female don't like you out here, they'll keep it real. Out there in LA, they'll still try to be up in your face so they could book with you. So they
really, I feel like it's the opposite over here. Like,
really?
Coming from New York, I feel like we're very blunt and direct. And like out here, people like sugarcoat shit, if that makes sense. Like, they be trying to beat around the bush and be all like nice to you in public, but you know, like deep down in your heart, like, you don't fuck with me.
Girl.
Like, out there, if somebody don't fuck with you, they gonna be like a girl, I don't fuck with you. Or they just gonna look at you some type of way that, okay, that girl don't like me, so I'm gonna keep it pushing. I feel like out here, they're like very much like not confrontational.
Really?
Yeah, because they be saying that I'm like aggressive or rude and stuff, and I'm like, I'm literally just talking. Like, that's just how I'm. Like, I'm very direct. I say what's on my mind. I'm very blunt, but I don't intend to be rude. Where I feel like back home, like, I would never get told that I'm rude, because it's just the culture over there. So it's kind of funny how you say that.
It's like, I guess it's the opposite experiences.
So are LA people like...
You're fake.
Fake, yeah.
I love y'all, but y'all fake as hell.
Look, yeah, keep it up.
Except for the real ones.
So how have like the community and friendships and career changes, how has that been for you?
It's been good. It's been good. It started off a little challenging just because of differences, like the cultural differences, the people and everything. But honestly, like, one thing that helped me was just realizing, like, I'm not in control of everything except for myself. The only thing that I can't control is myself. And even when you come across people that have like a certain type of energy, because I've came across that, especially working in the nightlife. Taking that second to just really, like, for me at least, taking that second to just really be like, you know what, this ain't that deep. It's not that deep. I have goals. I see the bigger picture.
Just stay true to yourself.
Like, I'm gonna just keep pushing. Like, this is, you got it.
Have the angle in mind.
Call it what you want, but people really crash out and get misaligned from what they really trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, because there's people like us where, you know, we have goals set already. We have bigger things placed. And there's people that stay in that type of workspace and that type of nightlife environment. So, like, they could crash out, but girl, this little...
I got places.
This chump change for me. But that's it for this part. We're going to run over to commercials really quickly. This is Honey Let's Talk on Afrovibes TV. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Honey Let's Talk on Afrovibes TV. I'm your host, Cami, and I got...
Mari.
Here with me, my good sis. And y'all know that the second part of my show, we always do Honey Let's Clock It. So I'm gonna make my little friend over here a little uncomfortable. But not too uncomfortable. So basically, y'all already know, but she gets to plead the fifths.
Okay.
But other than that, the tea gonna be clocked. And she's more than welcome to ask me to clock my tea as well. But we gonna get started. All right. So first thing, what is the worst date you've ever been on?
The worst? That's sister, I don't even have an answer for that because I've only been on like 3 dates.
For real?
They were all great.
They were all great. Oh wow, you got blessed.
Yeah. I told you I don't be dating.
Well, you never like just went out to like get to know someone or like talk to someone, really?
Unless I keep them in the friend zone if I'm doing that.
Okay. Well, my yeah. Can you believe some fine shit like this? Got stood up? Yeah.
What was his reason? Did he say anything after?
Kept delaying and delaying and delaying and delaying and
Oh,
delaying
boy.
and delaying and delaying to the point where the restaurant was finna close, and I was like, I'm leaving.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah.
Oh, we right at dawn. Oh, hell no.
Right. Okay, what's an unpopular opinion about dance that you think people will disagree?
Definitely think people will disagree. Oh gosh, it's messy.
You could be as messy as you want on here. I'm the only one clocking it.
Unpopular opinion is that just because you're booking doesn't mean you're a good dancer.
Oh, okay. I agree with that. I like that. My unpopular opinion with dance, I think honestly, I agree with that. But I also feel like a lot of the dance culture right now is revolving around TikTok dances. And I am to, I'm part of the crowd because I be putting TikTok dances all the time. But like I feel like dance culture isn't what it used to be. Like now I feel like TikTok is really running a lot of like the different choreographies that go out. Like a lot of TikTok moves are being used in actual choreography. They just be pissing me off sometimes. Like y'all just ran out of ideas.
So y'all just ran out of ideas.
Like
you gotta clock it.
Right. But I mean, sometimes it is just easier to do a little TikTok 1-2.
Oh God, hit that
Right. Look. Sometimes it's easier, but okay. Another question for you. Have you ever been jealous of one of your friends? And if so, what were you jealous of?
Jealous?
Yeah.
Jealous. Let me think about that.
I'll go first if anything.
Yeah, go.
I had this one friend, and all my friends are pretty. I'm not gonna lie. Like all my friends are pretty. But this bitch, like I love her, but this bitch would wake up looking fucking perfect. Like I gotta go brush my lashes, do something with my hair because my hair don't just look good walking out the house. Wash my face. Just make sure I look up to par. This bitch will wake up looking flawless. Smooth skin, eyes nice as hell, hair curly and just falls. Like you take it out the bonnet, you take my shit out the bonnet and look like a broccoli. Like,
oh God, like give me a little scratch.
And she would stay over my crib. I'd be like, "Cam front, bro, like you piss me off." Like some people just blessed.
Some people are just
blessed. Okay. And I'm like, and you lucky you my friend because if you wasn't, I probably would hate your ass.
She said I would hate your ass. For me, honestly, growing up, I feel like I've always been just jealous of people that got like their parents in their life.
Okay, yeah.
Like my mom was in my life, no, like, but like just like super involved,
like close family and stuff.
Yeah, I would definitely be jealous of that. But
I felt that.
Other than that, no. Like,
I mean, if I'm ever jealous of my friend, like, it won't be to the point where I'm, like, hitting animosity or envious. Yeah, it would be, like, some shit that I tell them, like, bitch, you thick as fuck. You make me look like shit. Like,
oh, how
like, how you just
Her ass was so fat.
Yeah, like I got friends and I just be like, how, bro? I'm over here drinking Ensures, doing the best I could.
3 meals a day and snacks in between. Like,
right.
What? And I still ain't. If this thing don't start thanging, we gonna have a problem. Like,
listen, I got till my birthday.
What is that again?
April,
sister.
No, I'm
Well, you're
I'm
great. You actually don't let that fool you. She's sitting in a chair right now.
We getting there. We getting there. I'm getting there. Okay. If you had to choose between dancing in LA and dancing in New York, which one would it be?
LA.
LA? Why?
I really do not like New York.
You don't like New York?
No.
Why?
It's too crowded.
Okay. Honestly,
crowded.
I've never gotten the chance to experience dancing in LA, but I feel like I would prefer dancing in LA just because in New York they're so stuck up.
Really?
Yeah, like you walk into a class, nobody will say nothing to you. Like
that's how it is in LA too.
For real?
Yeah. It's like that in a lot of places right now, especially because everybody's mixed up.
Yeah, like they just be and it'd be like, bitch, I haven't seen you anywhere ever, and you over here looking like you top dog, like bitch.
Oh yeah, you
just walk into the dance class like, hey,
no, you walk into a heels class and like everybody's stretching, like they might look at you but nobody's saying a damn thing. It's just music playing in the background. Go to your little spot, start stretching, put your little heels to the side, like that's right.
Okay, another question. Who's the celebrity that you've like obsessed over to the point where like you kind of had to be like, bitch, relax?
The Baby.
For real?
Yes.
So you were obsessed with like before you went on tour?
Yes, before.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, I manifested that. Okay. Anybody that knows me knows I was in love with that man. And
for real?
Yes.
My friend had the biggest crush on him. All I like is his teeth.
Bro, no, he was great. And then I met him, and not that I didn't like fuck with him like that, but I guess like meeting the person
is completely different.
It's not like it's a little different, and also like I'm a very picky person. If you're not picky like that, I know you're a celebrity and all, but
listen.
But that's all celebrities, so I don't know. I'm just not built for the celebrity, little celebrity life, celebrity crush life, I guess.
I was a believer heavy, like to the point where my room was all decked out.
No,
Justin Bieber posters, like there you couldn't see the wall because it was just Justin's face everywhere. Like,
oh, I had to go to sleep,
staring at Justin, staring at me back.
Sister, you looking up and he was looking at you
there, and I'm like, oh, good morning.
Right, just singing to you.
No, yeah, that was honestly no shame in my game, but I look back and I'm like, okay, maybe you dragged it a little bit, like, but I'm still a believer at her. And if he ever divorces Haley, yeah, he's like, bitch, delusional. I don't think it's ever delusional.
They in love. She manifested that too.
She really did. She did manifest that.
I was like, oh wow.
And it's whatever, because he wanted to tell the world that she was just his friend.
Now they married.
That whole situation. It's a sensitive topic.
That's okay for class.
What's the biggest fail you've ever experienced?
Fail?
Yeah. Like an unforgettable fail.
Me trying to kick this dude and I ended up falling.
You tried to kick him?
Yeah, he was messing with me. I was running and I tried to kick him and I busted my ass in the middle of everybody.
Damn. I think my biggest fail, my unforgettable fail, it was during cheer and I had just learned my backflip. And I got a little too excited during our practice routine, and then I went for a backflip and I started over rotating into like a second backflip because I got so much air on the spring floor. And
oh my god, how'd you land?
Girl, I felt myself still in the air and I just like panicked and flailed and just said boom on the mat. Like I was like there for like 2 seconds. They're like, are you good? I was like, yeah, I'm good. Stood up, started doing the routine again, seeing stars, everything.
I'm saying I was
No, that shit was not cool. And then the next day I went to chemistry and she was like, "You don't look good. Go to the nurse and get checked." She was like, "Yeah, you're concussed."
Not you went to sleep, woke up.
I was just so embarrassed. I was like, okay. No, yeah. My dad was like, "I don't know if you should go to sleep like that." I'm like, "It's fine." Woke up the next day.
Cami.
Yeah, y'all are blessed to see me here today.
I'm saying you over here playing.
No, I'm playing.
She said, "I'm getting my good night's rest."
Okay, I have about 2 more.
Okay.
Well, you said you haven't dated so much, but is there anyone that you ever like talked to that you regret? Because usually it would be like an ex that you regret, but is there anyone that you ever talked to that you would regret? Yeah.
Yes.
And
He
why?
shall not be named, but because he was associated with someone that I ended up being very close with, and that was just not a good situation.
Yeah, I get that. Mine was I'm not gonna say this gender, but I feel like with that, that gives it away. But I regret it just because simply like I think I was just bored and I let it drag out for longer than I should have because I wasn't really feeling the way I felt. Or I wasn't feeling the way that that person felt about me. And I just dragged it. And I was just like, I don't know why I'm still with this person because I don't like that.
Oh, yeah.
So that's one that I definitely regret. Kind of to piggyback off of that one, though. What's the, like, stupidest way, if you want to put it, that you've ever, like, broke something off with someone? Like, what's, like, the...
I didn't. So this dude is actually funny because he's starting to make a career out of music right now. It's actually popping in LA right now. I cannot stand the way this man breathes.
Breathe? Did you tell him that when you cut it off? Or
yes.
Yeah?
He thought I was
joking. At least you kept it a bug.
He thought I was joking.
Okay.
I was like, dude, like, I tried, because we was on and off for a very long time, but it wasn't like an on and off actually messing with each other. It was a me, because he's fine as hell.
It was just the way
he's so fine. I would go over and we'd be fine. And like, we'd be chilling. As soon as he starts breathing too loud, like, I just get the ick and get turned off. And I'm like, I'm going home. Every time, you know, I did that like 10 times. Like, the homegirl that I used to be friends with around that time, they would know if I brought this person's name up. They'd be like, girl, why is he going over there? Like, and I'm like, cause like, he's so fine. Like, and even the way he talks, like, everything is just great.
The way he, I don't know. I feel like I couldn't do that either. I told this one guy that it was stupid because I told him that I just wanted to be friends and like I wasn't ready for a relationship and stuff like that. But the whole reason why I didn't want to talk to him anymore was because I found out that he had dentures. At our age, why do you have dentures? Like, I literally slept there before he went to bed. Like, he took his dentures off and put them at the nightstand. I was like, never the fuck again. I'm never. Yeah, and then I just told him, like, it was stupid just because I was lying, because I was like, I don't know how to tell him that I can't date him because of his teeth, because teeth are a big thing for me. But, like, when he took the dentures out, I told my friend, I was like, I don't know what the hell to do, but I just told him, I was like, I feel like we're just better off as friends. Like,
why you do that? That's like something girl, you ease into taking your teeth out.
It was the first time I ever slept there, too. Like, why would you do that? You thought we was at that comfort level. You should have never told me you had fake teeth until, like, date 5. And I probably still would have cut it off, but like, no.
No, that is crazy. Not denture bay.
Yeah. Last question before we end it off. What's your biggest fear in a relationship?
A narcissist.
Oof.
I'm so serious. That's the worst because it comes with a lie.
Yeah.
Narcissist. That's what I don't care about. I mean, I obviously I care if I get cheated on, but narcissists don't even know that they're narcissists. They're like psychopaths. Like,
I agree. I think that could be my biggest fear. I feel like also my biggest fear is like a pathological liar. Like, you just become vulnerable, you know, you get comfortable, you do all this stuff, and then you find out that they're a pathological liar and that that shit was just the Lulu.
The Lulu.
Yeah. But it's also, it kind of comes with like the narcissism, because it's like, they gaslight you to the point where you feel crazy. You know, they're lying to you this whole time and you think, oh, this person fuck with me for real the whole time. No, babe. No.
Sister, no.
That's my biggest fear. Like, finding out that I'm with a liar and this whole time I've just been lied to, wasting my time, just, you know, that's my biggest fear. Man. So, future husband, if you're seeing this, please don't play with my time. But thank you again for coming on my show. Y'all make sure that you go follow her. What's your social media? Instagram.
It is Amari Baby at AMARIBABEE _
Yeah, and stay tuned. You never know what she's gonna come up with. She got great dances that she just be randomly posting out of nowhere.
Sometimes you're gonna start posting more too.
Okay, yeah. So
and you might see her, as well.
Yeah, keep looking out for the content. We're gonna be busting a low,
popping lot 1, 2.
Yeah,
pop lock and drop it.
Right. But it was a pleasure having you here. Thank you so much for coming. Y'all keep tuning in. I appreciate all the love and support that y'all give me. Honey, let's talk on Afrovibes TV. I'm Cami. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.